Ever wondered if there's a deeper, wiser part of you trying to break through the noise of your everyday life? Welcome to a journey of self-discovery where we explore the concept of the higher self, a spiritual entity that represents the most authentic part of you. It's that unchanging, enlightened essence within that holds profound wisdom and insight. The higher self plays a crucial role in spiritual growth, acting as a guiding light towards self-realization and unity with the universe. Often this higher self attempts to communicate with us, sending signals and messages along our life's path. However, wrapped up in the hustle and bustle of our daily routines, we frequently miss these signs, failing to decipher their meaning and significance. But fear not, as we are here to help you identify these signs and tap into this profound wisdom. In this video, we will uncover the 10 signs that your higher self is trying to get your attention. The first sign is recurring dreams. Dreams are often a fascinating mystery, aren't they? They're a realm where reality and fantasy intertwine, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. But what if I told you that these nocturnal narratives could be more than just random concoctions of the mind? Yes, indeed. Recurring dreams in particular could serve as a spiritual semaphore. These dreams, which play on loop night after night, might be messages from your higher self, attempting to guide you or even warn you about something. The key here is to not dismiss them as mere coincidences or figments of an overactive imagination. Instead, it's crucial to observe, analyze, and interpret these dreams. They could be metaphoric, symbolic, or even prophetic. So the next time you find yourself in the same dream again, remember, it's not just déjà vu. If you're having recurring dreams, it might be your higher self speaking to you. The second sign is a heightened sense of intuition. This beckoning from your higher self isn't as obvious as a road sign, but it's just as important. Imagine stepping into a room and immediately feeling a wave of unease, or meeting someone for the first time and sensing a kindred spirit. This is intuition, a deep-seated understanding that bypasses logic and reason. A sudden increase in intuition is often a sign that your higher self is trying to communicate with you. It's as if a hidden part of you, your inner compass, is suddenly operating at full strength, guiding you towards decisions that align with your higher purpose. It's an inner whisper, a gentle nudge, a gut feeling that seems to know what's best for you, even when your conscious mind is unsure. This is more than mere coincidence. It's a sign of your higher self, the most authentic and wise part of you, reaching out. So pay attention. Listen to your intuition. It might be your higher self guiding you. The third sign is synchronicities. Have you ever experienced a series of coincidences that seem too perfectly aligned to be mere chance? These occurrences, known as synchronicities, can be messages from your higher self. Imagine walking down the street pondering a particular issue, when you chance upon a billboard that seems to speak directly to your situation. Or perhaps you've been thinking about someone you haven't heard from in a while, and they suddenly call you out of the blue. These are not mere coincidences, they are synchronicities, a cosmic language used by your higher self to communicate with you. These repeated patterns are a way for your higher self to catch your attention, to guide you, to reassure you, or to warn you. They are subtle nods from the universe, nudging you towards your true path. So, the next time you notice a pattern of coincidences, don't dismiss them. Pay attention to these synchronicities, they might be signs from your higher self. The fourth and fifth signs are a craving for solitude and emotional changes. Let's delve into the fourth sign, a sudden craving for solitude. Have you noticed an increased desire to be alone? This isn't about alienation or avoiding others out of fear or anxiety. It's more of a deep-seated need for quiet, for space, for time to be with your thoughts and feelings. It's as if your soul is yearning for a retreat into a peaceful sanctuary, away from the noise and flurry of the world. This isn't a sign of antisocial behavior, rather, it's a call from your higher self, seeking the calm and silence necessary for introspection and self-discovery. This solitude craving can manifest in different ways. You might find yourself waking up early in the morning to enjoy the quiet before the day begins, or opting for a solitary walk in nature over a social gathering. You might be drawn to meditation or yoga, practices that promote inner peace and self-awareness. This yearning for solitude is your higher self's way of encouraging you to delve deeper into your inner world, to understand your true essence beyond the superficial layers of societal roles and expectations. Now let's move on to the fifth sign, Emotional changes. This is a broad sign and can encompass a range of experiences. You might start noticing heightened sensitivity or intense emotional responses. You could feel more empathy and compassion, not just for your loved ones, but for strangers, animals, and even the planet. On the other hand, you may also experience bouts of sadness, fear, or anxiety, emotions that can seem overwhelming and confusing. But remember, these emotional changes aren't meant to unsettle you. They are your higher self's way of shaking up your emotional landscape to make room for growth. They are nudging you to release pent-up emotions, to heal old wounds, to cultivate compassion, and to foster deeper connections. Craving solitude and experiencing emotional changes can be your higher self trying to get your attention. These signs are invitations to explore your inner world, to understand yourself better, and to align more closely with your higher self. Embrace them with courage and curiosity. The sixth and seventh signs are noticing life patterns and a desire for authenticity. Life is a theater of patterns. They are the rhythm to which the universe dances, from the grand celestial ballet to the intimate choreography of our daily lives. Often we are so entangled in the hustle and bustle, so engrossed in the drama of the mundane, that we overlook these patterns. But when your higher self is trying to communicate, it may be through these very patterns that it makes its presence felt. Consider this. Have you been coming across the same number sequence frequently? Or perhaps meeting people with similar traits or situations? Maybe you've been hearing the same song over and over again. These are not mere coincidences, but subtle nudges from your higher self, guiding you towards a deeper understanding, a broader perspective. They are the cosmic breadcrumbs leading you back to the path of your true essence. Now let's move on to the seventh sign, a desire for authenticity. This is a call from within, a yearning to shed the layers of pretense, to break free from the societal molds and expectations. You find yourself craving for genuineness in your interactions, your experiences, and most importantly, in your own self. You begin to embrace your imperfections, your quirks, your uniqueness. You start valuing honesty over conformity, authenticity over approval. This desire isn't born out of rebellion or dissatisfaction, but from a deep-seated understanding that your true worth lies in being your authentic self. It's a call to align with your inner truth, to live authentically and to express your unique essence freely. This longing for authenticity is your higher self, encouraging you to embody your true nature, to be the person you were always meant to be. So if you find yourself noticing patterns in your life and feeling a strong desire for authenticity, take a moment. Listen to the whispers of your higher self. It's trying to guide you, to show you the way to your highest potential, to your truest self. If you're noticing patterns in your life and desiring authenticity, it might be your higher self reaching out to you. The final signs are physical sensations, time perception changes, and unexplained knowings. Diving into the eighth sign, we find ourselves in the realm of the tangible. Physical sensations that seem out of the ordinary or inexplicable can often be a nudge from your higher self. You might experience tingling sensations, waves of warmth or cold, or even a sudden breeze when indoors. These sensations are not to be feared. Rather, they're signals that something beyond our everyday reality is reaching out. They're reminders that we're more than just our physical bodies. Moving on to the ninth sign, changes in time perception. Have you ever noticed how time seems to slow down or speed up inexplicably? You might be engrossed in a task and suddenly hours have flown by. Or perhaps a moment of stillness feels like it stretches on for an eternity. These are not random glitches in your brain's clock. They're instances when your higher self is nudging you to pay attention. Time in these moments becomes more fluid, less linear. It's a gentle reminder that our experience of time is subjective and can be influenced by our spiritual state. Finally, the 10th sign, unexplained knowings. This is when you know something without knowing how you know it. It's a gut feeling, a hunch, or a sudden insight that seems to come out of nowhere. But it's more than just a random thought. It's information that feels important, meaningful, or profound. These unexplained knowings can be subtle, so it's crucial to pay attention when they arise. They're your higher self's way of communicating wisdom and guidance directly to you. In conclusion, physical sensations, changes in time perception, and unexplained knowings are not just random occurrences. They're signs that your higher self is trying to get your attention. By paying attention to these signs, you can open up a dialogue with your higher self, inviting more wisdom, guidance, and enlightenment into your life. Physical sensations, Changes in time perception and unexplained knowings can be your higher self trying to get your attention. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards acknowledging the guidance of your higher self. We've journeyed through the labyrinth of consciousness and highlighted 10 crucial signs that your higher self is trying to catch your attention. These signs, ranging from recurring dreams, heightened intuition, to the intriguing phenomenon of synchronicities, are all subtle nudges from the universe. The yearning for solitude, emotional changes, and repeating life patterns all hint at a deeper connection with your core essence. The desire for authenticity, physical sensations, shifts in time perception, and those inexplicable moments of just knowing are all part of this spiritual conversation. What's important is to remain open, observant, and receptive to these signs. They're not random occurrences, but meaningful messages intended to guide you towards your highest good. Understand their significance, and you'll find yourself on a profound journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Remember, your higher self is always trying to guide you towards your highest good. All you need to do is pay attention.